Ashley asked me if I'd write her a song, so I wrote her a song for her awesome show. Her show is cool and it's lots of fun, so get your popcorn ready, everyone. Who will she interview on her show today? The Jonas Brothers or Nick Lachey? It's the Awesome Ashley Show. The Awesome Ashley Show. The Awesome Ashley Show.
Hi, welcome to the Awesome Ashley Show. Today I have Cooper. Hi Cooper, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your tattoo shop?
Oh, well, I'm Coopa and I do tattoos. I have a shop on Main Street in Biddeford, 114 Main Street in Biddeford, right next to the Hair Shack and Rogers Barber Shop.
And right across the street from Happy Dragon, my favorite restaurant.
Oh, yes, right across from Happy Dragon.
Yes.
We love Happy Dragon.
How many tattoos do you think you've done over the past year?
Oh, more than I can count. I've been there. It's our 10th year anniversary this summer. So.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
been there 10 years.
When did you first open the shop?
2005.
That's a long time.
Wow. It is. Thank you. Now I feel even older. Yes, I can't believe it honestly feels like it's been like a year, but it goes by fast.
When
really
was your
fast.
first tattoo?
That's a good question, actually. My first tattoo was...
I bet you don't even remember.
I actually do remember. It was this little guy right here. He's kind of buried. You see this little guy right here?
Yeah, that's cool.
His mouth's buried, but I got him at Mad Hatter's in Old Orchard, and I was 18 years old and all excited. And I went in there, and my cousin wanted a tattoo. He ended up getting a Ninja Turtle.
A Ninja Turtle.
So he almost passed out when he got his tattoo. So, of course, I'm giggling and laughing and making fun of him. And so his mom's friend is the one who was paying for his tattoo, and she got all mad at me for making fun of him. That she's like, oh, well, you're next, because she thought I'd get all woozy, too. And she made me pick something off the wall, and I found a little skull for $60, and I picked it out and sat there, and I loved it. And nothing, I didn't pass out. I got addicted to it instantly.
Yeah.
So that just kind of...
You know what's funny was I'm like, he doesn't tattoo himself, does he? That's what I actually thought. I
totally did. I've tattooed myself a bunch of times. I don't advise it. It's a stupid thing to do. You can never do good work on yourself because, there's a proper way of tattooing and an improper way. And
right. No, that's what I thought. I'm like, maybe he tattooed himself. I don't know.
But my thing was, back when I learned how to, when I was learning the business, there was no... It was hard to get into it the right way. So not knowing what I was doing, I'd rather tattoo myself and not mess up other people. Plus, I knew that it was wrong. I was never into... I tattooed some friends and stuff, but I was never out there like trying to make money, because I knew I sucked. So I wasn't going to go dig people up and make a mess of myself. So once I started taking it seriously and realizing, you can make money at this, but I want to do it the right way, that's when I went and worked in a shop and learned the right way.
What was your passion behind tattooing? Is it just a passion for you?
Music.
Or just...
Music is everything in my life, to be honest. I am a musician first, everything else is second. Of course, being a young boy in the 80s, I'm aging myself right now. But, late 70s and 80s, all the hair bands and big arena rock stuff, and all those guys had tattoos. I just thought it looked amazing, and that kind of went with the whole thing. So that's what got me into wanting more tattoos.
That's
and then
awesome.
Actually tattooing was kind of by accident, because I worked down at the beach doing temporary tattoos. I used to paint them on people. And then so many, Canadians and tourists would come down like, oh, you don't do the real thing? I'm like, no, you got to go up the road. And then my boss at the time was like, why do we keep sending people up the road?
Right.
I'm like, because we don't know how to do it.
Right.
So, and then, he went and ordered machines and stuff online, through a catalog. And that's how I got started in actually tattooing. And then I kind of fell in love with the art of that. And then I realized, oh, well, if I can tattoo, I'll just tattoo myself, save money.
Exactly.
So I started hammering myself all the crap, and it looked awful, but I thought it looked cool until one day, the band I was in at the time, I had a show. We did this show at a place called Stone Coast Brewery. They're closed down now. They were in Portland. Great place. But the label that my band was on, this other band was playing at the time, a band called Twitch Boy, and a great band, by the way. and we played a show there, and I got to talking to the bass player who was all tattooed up. Beautiful tattoos.
Now, was this before you got all tattooed up yourself?
I would say I wasn't all tattooed up, but I had a bunch of tattoos, but let's just say they were not good. It looked like my daughter drew all over me. You know, like when my daughter was 3, that was the quality all over me. So I thought I looked cool until I met that guy. And him and I are talking. His name is Ryan Fleming. He's a good friend of mine. He works at Sanctuary Tattoo now, and he's amazing. And I looked at his arm. I'm like, oh, dude, my tattoos suck. And look, how do you do that? And I asked him where he got his work done. He said, and then I was like, oh, and he's like, oh, that's what I do for a living. I'm like, what? I'm like, so you're in a band at night, and then during the day you just tattoo, and you can look like that. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, sign me up. Where do I get that gig? I want that because I couldn't hold a job, and I've worked at every factory and every awful job you can think of besides deep sea crab fishing. I think I've done.
Well, I think you did an amazing job on my tattoo. I love my tattoo.
Oh, well,
and I'm
you.
addicted to it now because I'm already thinking about my second tattoo.
See, that's what happens.
People told me that was gonna happen.
That is what happens.
But when you look to do a design, do you come up with one yourself, or does it depend on the person? Or
it depends on our shop is a little different than some shops. We are very just simple, humble. I try to make our shop very family friendly.
And I could tell that when I went in because I was all nervous.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw my face, but I was like,
none of my guys have egos, or we don't. There's plenty of shops out there, in my opinion, that are artistically better than we are. That I look at their art, I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't do that if it, saved my life. But that doesn't mean that the beauty of art is art's in the eye of the beholder. So,
right.
What I think is horrible, somebody else thinks is amazing. And
right.
what somebody else thinks is amazing, I think is horrible. I mean, so we wanted a shop where we just wanted people to have a good time, get a clean, sterile, safe tattoo, a good quality product at a fair price. So as far as people come in with their own drawings, people come in with pictures they found online, people come in and we just draw something right from the cuff for them. I've had clients come in and I've literally just drawn right on their skin, and then we just do a complete, that's true custom work.
That's awesome.
Without any stencils, anything, you physically just come up with it on your own right then and there.
So how do you, I know how you do it, but for audience, do you do a stencil first and then
Yeah, majority of the time, yeah, you do basically come up with the concept, whatever it may be, whether they brought something in or you do something for them, you create what it is, a stencil. Usually, nowadays, computers help a lot, so we'll sketch it, scan it in the computer, clean out all the, make all the lines, clean everything, print it out, that goes to a machine, creates a stencil goes on your skin, and then basically we're tracing after that, and then the art part really comes in with the shading and the coloring.
Awesome, though. I really appreciate, because when I went in there, I was be honest with you, I was super, super nervous.
Yes.
But you just had a way of making me feel okay, Ashley, you can do this, So I was
See,
super,
you rocked it.
I was super,
You did really well. You did awesome.
I could do a million tattoos
It's
over
not that
surgery,
bad.
A bunch of times. So, because, with people who have tattoos, they kept giving me these scary stories about, oh, it's going to hurt. I'm like, dude, seriously? It's, wasn't that bad at all.
I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why, the majority of people always have that. Tattoos are so horrible, and there's a stigma about tattoos too to this day that's still around. People, an average person that sees somebody heavily tattooed, they automatically think, oh, they're probably going to rob me, or they, they beat up people every day, or it's some of the kindest people I know are heavily tattooed. So,
Exactly.
Tattoos it's just art. That's all it is. It's no different than wearing really cool clothes. Some people like to wear really funky, wild clothes. It doesn't, you can't judge a person by the clothes they wear any more than you can how tattooed they are.
And I think getting your first tattoo is really, for me, it was
very important.
It was really, really special, and I appreciate you letting my friend Katie and Heidi come with me, take pictures. That's a memory keeper for me. That's something I always keep with me. So.
Well, that's the beauty of your first tattoo. Like my silly skull. See, I remember who did it. I remember where I was, how old I was. And that's the beauty of tattoos. People ask me a lot. Do you regret any? I don't. Even my bad ones, I don't regret.
That's
it's all a memory.
Yeah, because a lot of people when I got my first tattoo, a lot of people were like, you're going to regret it. And so I was like trying to ignore the negativity and just go with my heart, because this tattoo like means the world to me. Like, I think you could tell like when you were tattooing me, I don't know, but I love this tattoo. So it's just,
I can tell by your Facebook.
I posted it way too many times.
You can never do it too many. I think I was honored, and it was really cool that you liked it that much, and that meant a lot to me. It was nice. It was really nice, and I'm glad you came. You had a good time. We giggled a lot.
Yeah, for you had to like stop in between the giggles.
It's all right, it was a giggle, go back in, go back in.
By the end of it, though, we had like a method going. So
Right? I still haven't got my Aroma Joe's sponsorship. But I'm waiting.
Can you tell us a little bit about your band and how that all started?
Oh, boy. Well, I started playing music pretty much as far back as I can remember, 2 years old, bagging on pots and pans. When I hit about 5 years old, I was making fake guitars with pieces of wood and crayons and lip syncing to Love Me Do by the Beatles. That turned into, hit about 10 or 12, and my grandmother bought me a plastic guitar and plastic drum set from Toys R Us. And I painted them all to make them look like, I painted the guitar to look like Eddie Van Halen's guitar.
That's awesome.
So I made
really
my
cool.
sister and my cousins all be part of my lip syncing band.
That's cool.
So I used to make lip syncing bands for a while, and then we won our first talent show in elementary school, or junior high school it was. Yeah, 7th grade. And I never got my $10, by the way. I came in third, supposed to get $10, never got it.
Now, did you come up with the signal to noise? Because that's what it's called, signal to noise.
Signal
right?
to noise with a Y. Yes,
Okay.
S-Y.
So are you the one that came up with that, or did
I
you
did.
all come up with
no,
it?
The band, this band was formed, it used to be a different band name. It was called Dirt Nap, and it was just a 3-piece. It was me and 2 other friends of mine, and we kind of hodgepodge this little band together. And it started off just being a hobby, because the other bands I've been in the past, we all worked really hard and tried to, played national shows and toured all over New England, and I just got burnt out for a while because the music business is really hard. You don't get any respect. You don't get paid. It's even worse now. So I decided to I took a 3-year break, focused mainly on my shop and my family, and kind of gave music a little
break.
Yeah, a little break. But then I missed it. I started getting cranky. I'm like, I need to play, I need to write, I need to play, And so a friend of mine came into the shop one day and was like, hey, you want to get together and jam? I got a guitar player. And I'm like, why not? And that's how it started. And then that whole project just started, it kind of piqued my interest again, and I was enjoying myself. But then again, when you make a band, not all attitudes always work. So then,
Depends on the person, too.
yeah, so then, some guys left, and and then my son came into the fold. And when my son came in on drums, that changed everything, because
Is he a good drum player?
so he's a phenomenal drum player. And he's only 20. He'll be 21 this
that's
October,
awesome,
and
though.
he plays like he's 35. I mean, he's humble. So for a young guy to have that much talent and to be humble is huge. That's a really
He
big
must
deal.
have a big passion for it, too.
He does. He's just like his dad. So how much more proud can you be? Not only do I get to write music and do what I love, but I get to share that with my son.
Exactly. That's amazing.
You don't get any cooler than that. I get to.
That's amazing.
And I get to feel like, the beauty of playing rock and roll for me is no matter how old I get, I always feel like I'm 15 when I'm standing up there. And it's a nice feeling, the older you get, for that little bit of time, whether it's 20 minutes or an hour, you're a kid again. I'm that kid in front of the mirror lip syncing to Def Leppard.
That's amazing, though.
So it's fun.
And for me, like, music is like a escape from like the whole world.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Well, art in general is.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of music and movies and paintings and anything art, photography, all those things. That's the beauty of art. It's an escape. I wish schools and society would embrace art more. I wish there was more art programs pushed upon children instead of just always sports. I understand sports generate revenue,
Right.
and I get the money aspect, but at the same time, part of what makes human beings so amazing is look at the things we can create.
right.
I mean, no offense to sports, but that's not, hucking a ball around is cool and all, but we look at the things we can build, or look at some of the music that's timeless.
Like when I was in school, I did chorus. I don't do chorus anymore because
I did chorus one year. I just lip synced the whole time. I stood in the back so I could have the easy credit.
But I sing by myself now. No one hears me singing. So, you know, I have a passion for singing, but that's another one of my passions. But obviously, my show is a passion, and I'm glad to have you share it with me today. I really appreciate you doing the tattoo because a lot of people are like, "Who's Jenny and Nick?" And I'm like, "Okay." So I posted like, you know, a slideshow of them, and because I had to explain to people, I'm like, "Okay, these are my two best friends, and they're like my guardian angels." And I know it sounds really weird, but I feel closer to them. I feel like I'm protected, like they're protecting me. I know that
Doesn't sound weird. And for the record, you don't have to explain to anybody what your tattoo's for. Your tattoo's for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So if people don't understand, then who cares?
But that was the whole point of the tattoo, and I it's beautiful. It's awesome. And so I love it.
I'm glad you like it.
There's a couple videos of me getting my first tattoo.
That the first video is the best one. I could tell you didn't know what to expect. So that classic face of. Oh, that was great.
Yeah,
we had a good time.
Yes,
that was
we
a good day. That was a good day. That was a very good day.
And then after my tattoo, I went to go to Happy Dragon for a scorpion bowl.
They do make good scorpion bowls.
Yes, they do.
That they do.
Like I said, I'm already thinking about my second tattoo. I'm hoping, when I finally come up with a second one for my dog, I'm hoping you'll be able to tattoo me again. So.
I hope so too. Hopefully, life willing, I'm still here. My shop's still doing good, but 10 years that we've been there, we're still doing great. So.
And you have is it Taylor and Skarsky or
Taylor, we call him Tay. That's his nickname, but Taylor, yeah, and Big Starsky. And then my fiance Trina is the head piercer, and then we also have another piercer named V. She does a great job as well. So that's my crew, and I have a new guy coming, my first apprentice ever. Years and years and years ago, I apprenticed him, and he works at a shop now, Minnesota, I think he's at. But he's coming back up here this August to guest tattoo for a month, but then he'll be back again in November permanently, so he'll be part of the crew.
That's awesome.
So very excited to have him. He's a wonderful guy and good friend of mine.
And do you obviously have a website for people to go to check out your work, like your tattoo work.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we're on Facebook like everybody. We're
gonna
also our website's just coopacreations.com.
And there's a number on there, and
there's actually contacts. You can contact each artist individually if you'd
that's
like.
cool.
Or the piercers individually. Everybody's got their own email contacts.
That's wicked cool.
Yep.
And you have a Facebook page for your band too?
Yes, Signal to Noise is on Facebook. We also have signaltonoise.com. But it's
got-
Signal with a Y.
That was my next question.
Yeah, if you type in regular Signal, you'll get Peter Gabriel's song, which is a great song, by the way, but not us.
Do you have any YouTube videos people can check out?
We do. Yeah, Signal to Noise is on YouTube. We have our own channel. Please subscribe if you like the music. The music is just straightforward, fun rock and roll. There's there's really not much more to say than that. If you like just melodic rock, then you might enjoy us. We put a little theatrical stuff in there. We like to, create imagery and have fun with it, because I think that's what parts of what makes rock and roll fun is, I grew up watching Kiss and Alice Cooper and stuff, so that kind of thing I feel is missing in rock. I feel the spectacle needs to come back. So.
You know AC/DC?
I love AC/DC.
You must know AC/DC.
Doesn't everybody know AC/DC?
Yes, my uncle loves AC/DC, and so now I'm addicted to AC/DC.
That's a great band to be addicted to. I'm addicted to them as well. They're amazing.
But I would love to have your band on the show if you guys are willing to come on the show and share your music.
Oh, we'd be honored to.
That'd be
fun.
That'd be awesome.
You could even come and do it acoustically, which would be even more fun. Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Because I don't know if you've seen my show with my friend Eric. He's an awesome drum player. And
I've known Eric for a long time.
And
yeah.
oh my God, it felt like I had my own live band. I was like, own live concert. I was like, yeah, this is cool. Like, because I don't know if you know, but I met 90 Degrees because I love Nick Lachey. So it was like, it was like kind of like that, but like my own little concert. Oh my God, I passed out. I almost passed out when he shook my hand. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. Like, I can't believe it's happening. But yeah, that was a special moment for me. So, yeah, I would love for you guys to come on the show and share your music. And
We'd be honored. That'd be fun. You have a cool show.
thank you.
And an awesome logo. I say that again.
Thank you. I
The logo's awesome.
can't believe I've been doing it for 6 years.
See?
Crazy.
Right? I know. See, and then like I told you, pretty soon it'll be 10 years and you'll have to do a cool big hour-long anniversary show.
That'd be
It happens
really cool.
fast. Time
It
is crazy like that.
It does. Like I can picture my first show. I was like, when I did my first show, I like had a major headache because of the lights. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, you know, and because I was like all nervous. But now it's like nothing. Like it just flies by. Like, wow, it's already done. Like and I have a passion for it. So, and that's why I love YouTube, because you can share, you know, your music. I can share my shows. So that's why I love YouTube.
To the world, not
To
just
the world,
yeah, not just like a
exactly.
town or I mean, the beauty of technology is now look, we're exposed to. I mean, people in Iceland can see us.
Exactly. That's why I love Facebook too. I mean, granted, there are some things about Facebook that I don't like, but I like Facebook for, you know, for us, for sharing our, you know, what we do for my show, for your business, and for your band.
No,
you
I
know.
agree. I think Facebook is. It all depends on how you use it. My only gripe with Facebook ever has just been the fact that for a free service, you shouldn't have to pay to have the people. If people like your page, it's supposed to be a free service. So therefore, if I put on, you know, let's say we put on this video and you want all your friends to see it, the way Facebook is now is you have to boost your thing.
Yeah,
so
I know. I hate that.
let's say you have 2,000 likes, but actually only like 200 people are
Yeah.
physically seeing your, which isn't that I don't agree with.
I know,
But that's just Facebook wanting more money.
Yeah,
Not that they don't have enough already, but
because it tricks you into doing that too. Because I
does.
accidentally, because I have a Facebook page for my show, but I also have my personal page. But for instance, I accidentally hit that button and it said, if you want more, like, because I thought it was free at first, and then I got all of this, and then you had to pay for it. I'm like,
that's what people don't realize. Like, you know, and again, it should be free. It really should. I mean, Facebook is a multi-billion-dollar company now. They're a juggernaut. They don't need more money, but that's corporate greed. Unfortunately,
Exactly.
that's just what happens when, you know, the bigger you get, the more you think, the less you care. If I was already a billionaire, the last thing I'm going to care about is money. But unfortunately, in our society, is the more money you make, the more you want more.
exactly.
You can't take it with you, so I don't understand this need in our society that I gotta have all kinds of money.
Exactly.
Why? If you're comfortable and you're enjoying your life and you're able to go on vacations and your kids are taken care of and you have a nice home, what the hell else do you need?
Right?
What do you need, 40 cars? You only have 32 now, you need 40 cars.
So I was excited to hit that button, and then when I got there, it's just like, oh, you have to pay for it. I'm like, no, never mind.
Yeah, just put it on your personal page.
Yeah.
Then because on your personal page, it actually goes to your friends.
Yeah. So
But
that's
when you have a page like our Coopa Creations page or the band's Facebook page, that's why we have a .com, because Facebook blocks
yeah.
half your views, so you have to pay them for them to let them go, so they
That's-
actually
yeah.
get seen.
So my friend actually told me what you just told me, to share it with your like friends on Facebook, and then that way, because I think I sent you my Facebook page for my show yesterday. That way, you know, people can like it or whatever. So I try to share it. So, because I don't know what I'm up to, 100 and something likes or something, but I'm trying to get up to like so many, and then, you know, because I just want people to like my show and enjoy it. Because I go to Walmart, like, and people are like, I've seen you on the show, and I'm like, oh my God, really? And they're like, oh my God, we love it. And then the first time I did my show, there was a couple, I think his wife had a stroke, and he was just like, told me, you know, she looks forward to watching your show, and it makes her day. And I'm like, oh, I was almost in tears. I'm like, oh my God, like, it just made me feel so good that I could make someone's day just
Right.
by watching my show. So, but anyway, thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you again so much for doing my beautiful tattoo.
Very welcome. You're very welcome. I was honored. It was fun to do.
And I will be back for a second one. So I will
That's how
be
we
back.
get you. See, that's how we get you.
I hope people were able to see my pictures and videos of me getting my tattoo because it was amazing. So, but anyway, thank you all for joining. I hope you have a great summer. I can't believe summer is almost over.
Oh, don't say that. No, no, no. It's just it's just beginning. We're good. We're gonna have a late blooming summer. September's gonna be hot. That's
but-
how I like to think.
But I'm having a comedy night for people that don't know about it, for my friend Nick, and all the proceeds are going to go to the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital. And if you want more information, please go to my Facebook page.
Oh, cool.
Bye. See you soon.
Sitting on the sofa, I'm reaching down. Oh, not quite sober. I'm muddy now. Oh, baby, move it. That's what I like. I'm almost ready to take flight. There's one more night. There's one more night. Anticipating your oral needs. I imagine how you feel all over me. Oh, baby, listen and listen well. I'm almost coming for you right now. There's one more night. There's one more night. There's one more night. There's one more night. Oh, my praying, anticipating, lotion squandered on my ego, stick a little longer. There's one more night. There's one more night. Snack, snack, baby, snack, snack, baby, move it now. Snack, snack, baby, snack, snack, baby, punch the line. Punch, punch and clown. Punch, smack, smack, smack.